And hello, everyone. Hello, how are you doing? I hope you're well. It is Wednesday, and we all know what that means. Everyone knows what Wednesday means. It's Magic the Gathering Wednesday. Okay, really? I just wanted to stream a little bit and do some dailies, and you all can see how much Magic makes me angry sometimes, because I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna rant. I love Magic, and I hate Magic sometimes. It's an unhealthy relationship, because I'm a Vorthos, right? And for anybody that doesn't know, for anybody that's touched grass in the last 5 years, that doesn't mean anything to you. But a Vorthos is a Magic term. There were loving nicknames given to the different types of players. You had Timmy. Little Timmy just wants to play big creature. He wants to play big creature and he wants to hit people. And then you've got Johnny. Johnny, he's not like Timmy. What Johnny wants to do, Johnny wants to combo off. Johnny cares about doing the crazy big things, seeing how the teeth of the gears fit together and making a mesh just right. And Johnny might lose, but when Johnny wins, Johnny wins. And then there's Spike. Spike doesn't care how Spike wins. All Spike cares about is winning. Always on that meta grind, always tailoring and customizing and tweaking to make a well-oiled murder machine. And it doesn't care how the murder happens. It matters that the murder happens. And then you have another one that was added later on. And they are the Vorthos, which obviously is a very different name style than the others, and that's because these are the nerds. These are the nerds among nerds. These are the nerds that saw a trading card game and thought, I don't care as much about playing the game. I want to know the story behind every card. I want to know the Ludo narrative's harmony that sings out as I find out that this card does this thing, which is a reference to this part of their story that embodies this thing. I want to know the backstory behind the art of this card. I'm a Vorthos. I love Magic the Gathering because it is an amazingly intricate, well-crafted world sometimes. And it is mostly displayed through a picture, a couple pieces of text explaining a mechanical interaction, and then sometimes a tiny little piece of text after that that shows just a sliver, a slice of the world. And to me, that's cool as hell. That's awesome. That's like, you know how people talk about art? They talk about art and they talk about how real, incredible art doesn't come from boundless creativity. It doesn't come from being able to say whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. The best art comes from when you are limited. When you have something you want to say or show or do, but there's something in your way. So you find the ways around. You find the ways to grab as much meaning as you can, to grab as much impact as you can, and fit it in there. It's why haiku is an amazing art form, why it's beautiful. You know, when you start learning about various forms of poetry and stuff like that as a kid. You see haikus and you're like, that's dumb. That's silly. Look how small that is. And all you gotta do is just blah, 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 blah. 575. Hey, Resco, how's it going? You have wandered into me on a tirade about a lot of things in a stream of consciousness. Long and the short of it, talking about how I'm a Vorthos in Magic the Gathering, and that means that I love the story and I love the art, and I think that it's absolutely rad that you could make a world using a bunch of pieces of cardboard with art, mechanics, and sometimes flavor text. And that's why I love Magic. And now we're getting to the point where we talk about how sometimes I want to grab Magic by the lapels and shake it and say, why are you like this? And I know why it's like this. It's money. It's the reason most things are bad in the world. It's money. Because Wizards of the Coast is owned by Hasbro. And there has been a recent push by Hasbro to squeeze every last thin cent that they can out of Magic, because it makes them so much money. Because it's cardboard, it's paper that takes very little to produce, and based on the scarcity and the love that people have for it, they can make money. The profit margins are there. And so that's been kind of weaponized. That's been turned against players that love this world. Because it's not even the world anymore. They have introduced a thing called Universes Beyond, which takes intellectual properties outside of the Magic the Gathering multiverse and introduce them. And they are not, it's not as though they're saying, oh, Warhammer 40k is in the same universe as this, or Fallout is in the same universe as this. It's purely set dressing. And I'll be honest, I don't mind that in contained products. In Warhammer and in Fallout, those were a set of 4 commander decks, which, for anybody that doesn't know, Commander is a very casual format that is mostly derived from good old-fashioned classic kitchen table Magic. You make decks with the cards you have, you get your friends together, and you play dumb stuff. And it's fun. And having 4 decks that are thematically tied together in a new and exciting universe that balance and complement each other was fun, and I enjoy that. And then Wizards was like, well, now we're only getting the Commander players. How do we make everyone care about these cards? And they made them standard legal. And for anybody that doesn't know, Standard is a format of Magic that you make a minimum of a 60-card deck with only 4 instances of any one non-basic land card in it. And you have a rotating pool of cards that you can draw from. Things are produced, they go into Standard, and then after a set amount of time, they leave Standard and they go into the Eternal formats, things that have the full breadth of Magic's history, or larger but not complete sets and populations. Sorry, let me catch up on chat. I don't want to leave anybody behind. Me, always. I don't play, but the lore is neat. Yes, exactly. I mean, some of the Secret Lair stuff is very blatant about, oh, definitely, 100%. And they had an initiative to make it to where they could make the Vorthoses happy and still have Universes Beyond stuff. They had Universes Within, which is, they made in-universe copies, mechanically, of cards. But they were the same cards mechanically as the Universes Beyond, but they had the set dressing and the flavor of Universes Within, the standard Magic set. So it was kind of a compromise, but they phased that out because now it's all standard legal. Only no Commander and oops, all Magic decks. That's fun. I like that. And yeah, Commander's fun. I love Commander. I play Commander almost every week, basically. Well, hey, Ryusei, how's it going? As someone who doesn't really play Standard, that isn't a problem for me, but I can see how it is for people whose bread and butter is the format. And you know what? Honestly, it's not even like my bread and butter. The only time that I really play Standard is on Arena. But it does frustrate me because their big thing was, you know, always, you can opt out of Universes Beyond. You don't have to do this. But buddy, if you want to be competitive, there's no opting out now. You look me in the eyes and tell me that you could win right now without Gram, without Badger Mole Cub. I'll call you a liar to your face. And that's frustrating to me. And the worst part, and this is the last bit of my soapbox, this is the main thing that I don't like, because I could at least stomach some of those things. But the thing that gets me is that Universes Beyond sets, whether they want to admit it or not, get power crept. They get real, tangibly meaningful shifts in the power level. They get cards like VV, and then they take half a year to do anything about it. They get Badger Mole Cub. They get the Superior Spider-Man. They get all of these cards. And they have been power crept to a point where it is, if you do not answer this card immediately, pack it up. Scoop. You lose. Like, if you don't have an answer for, you know, Superior Spider-Man when it comes down, no, not even when it comes down, because if it lands, then they've already reanimated everything in their graveyard using that one demon card that I can't remember. And they have the dragon that every time a creature enters the battlefield, it pings you for that much damage, you're dead. That's all you got. Sorry, bud. Better luck next time. So basically, you have to always run Graveyard Hate. Always run counter spells. But also always be able to answer onboard threats as well immediately. And it's tiring. It's frustrating. It's obnoxious. And I miss I miss having 2 turns to respond to a threat, you know? Like, I'm not saying that I need the ability to, like, go for turns and turns and turns and not answer a threat, but it'd be cool if I didn't need to have, you know, immediate response every time. Yeah, exactly. On top of keeping enough cards, because, yeah, answering their threats doesn't win you the game. You need a way to win as well. And yeah, it's frustrating and it's tiring. Yeah. So Magic the Gathering. Children's card game, ages 13 and up. You know, Resco, I have said that before. It definitely feels closer to the turn 1 GG. We're not there yet outside of some very fringe instances. Not in Standard, at least. In Legacy, oh buddy, you can get a turn 1. But Legacy is always like that. Legacy's a weird, weird beast. Yeah. Yeah, Legacy, you go into it knowing that you're entering into a gunfight where everyone has miniguns. Like, dual wielding them. That's why, personally, I'm not a fan of Legacy, but I get it. I get people that are. More and more, I lean towards just becoming a cube hermit. Just building my cubes and forsaking the modern era. But I don't have the time to curate a cube, honestly, and I don't have people in flesh space that would care enough to play with me. So, because they're very much commander or die, folks. All right. You know what? Let's do this. Let's get into it. Hopefully it goes over. Nah, of course it didn't. Why would it do it? Okay. Oh, that's why. Because I'm dumb. Ignore me, ignore me, ignore me. This is what happens when you forget to do things that you should do beforehand. It's okay. No harm, no foul. Okay. Crack a pack. Yeah, Commander is very appealing because, I mean, like I said, it is the closest that you're gonna get to kitchen table magic in, the year of our Lord 2025, and that's sad, but it's just the way it is, and you get to do some fun, dumb stuff. I've got a very fun Captain Nagathrod deck that I really enjoy. Let me mess with the audio on this some. I feel like... well, that would be why. Let me turn down the game music. I don't really care for the game music, and we'll put the, Alright. How's that? Levels okay? Alright. I got my daily wins. I need red and blue spells. Okay, let's... I love how they don't have sounds to let you know that the sound effects are doing anything. Okay, how's that? I forgot that I turned down the master on there as well, because I often play this when I'm in voice chat with people, or during work meetings. Don't judge me. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna play a little something. I'm gonna play a Pioneer deck right now. Pioneer is essentially kind of a dead format, but I got a combo in here that I really enjoy. The Bargler versus Collector. Between ambushes of Sophatog and any updates. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? Alright, we'll keep that just in case. We'll go blue. We'll pass. I'll let you all see if you can guess what the combo is here. Okay. Thought sneeze. Never bad. Okay. Oof. Oof. I need a kill spell real quick. Let's just throw that away. So I'm noticing no kill spell. Well, might as well throw that down. For anybody that doesn't know, Sphinx's tutelage. Whenever I draw a card, target opponent mills 2 cards. If 2 non-land cards that share a color were milled this way, repeat the process. Yeah, I'm boned, unfortunately. Just a little too slow. Not enough interaction early on, unfortunately. All I needed was one more turn and I could have got him. Well, let's see what we got. Nope. Throw that there. Man, not a single kill spell. What a bummer. Alright. Oh yeah, Grey Merchant as Gary, Secure Tribe Elder as Steve, Dark Confidant as Bob. I really enjoy, if you're not familiar with the Asian Avenger, also known as Krim, he has a lot of really fun ones that I enjoy and have adopted, like Meat Hook Massacre is Meatball Massacre. Thoughtseize is Thought Sneeze. What else? There's some other good ones, but I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. Alright, we got one daily done, at least, by playing one more. Oh! That's a good one. That's a good one. Ravenous Chupacabra is Ravi Chupi. For Screaming Nemesis, I also have heard and enjoyed Scrimmy Nemi. Okay. This seems like a garbage hand, and it probably is, but I'm gonna keep it on the hopes that the ops will fill my graveyard for Treasure Cruise. And I have removal. Also, I've got the little opper here to help find what I need. Opper. Well, we're dead. We are dead. Okay. I don't think we have a choice. I think we have to murder. Yeah. That really sucks. But they definitely had some, like, garbage that was gonna, like, pump that to 1,000,000 and then sacrifice it. Oh, yeah, and of course, they got fucking Slick Snot show off. Really giving me every single opt I own. Every single opt I own. Thank you very much, game. You're the best. I forgot that Monstrous Rage wasn't banned in this format. Alright, we're just... Hey, how's it going, Mama Lux? I am good. I am just getting my dick kicked in repeatedly in Pioneer, trying to do a convoluted combo that makes me happy. But when I do it, it'll all be worth it. Yeah, I have recently got back into streaming with no regularity or frequency. I'm gonna try and make Mondays a consistent thing, though. Okay, okay. I think this will do a lot better for me. Is this a landfall deck? It certainly seems like it. So let's throw that in there just in case. Ghost Vacuum, incredibly underrated card. Rip muscle in 3 of my limbs. Oh no! Well, I hope that you feel better soon. I hope that you heal well. That's fucking awful. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm always fine just having people hang out. And gotta take care of them. Always bolt the bird, or elf in this case. And we'll hold off just in case they got some goofy graveyard bullshit. And then I eat the elf. I eat it up. Yeah, so I will do my best to try and make this parsable, though. So right now I am running a deck that is all based around a very specific combo. I want to keep it a secret because it's fun, but I will try my best to explain it when I get to it. I think I'm going to hold off just so I have the counter spell open. They've got some open mana. I have a spell right here that I can use to either counter something that they play. I can create a token of a token copy of an artifact or creature I have. I don't really have much of either, so it's not really important. Or I can draw 2 cards and discard a card. I'm going to play Opt. And I'm going to draw a card after I scry 1. Treasure Cruise is pretty good. Treasure Cruise is a good card. I've already got 3 cards in my graveyard now. And I want to choke them off just in case they've got some goofy bullshit. So I'm going to eat their graveyard. Okay. So I could play stuff, but I feel like they have a counter or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until I've got enough mana that I can play something and protect it as well. I'll give it to him. Oh, okay. I don't get to show you. They admit defeat in the face of superior arms. I understand the very basics. The cards on the left are land cards, which provide mana. Bottom left is the discard pile. Bottom of the screen is your active hand and land cards. Come into the field. Yep, exactly. Yeah, you've got the basics down. All right. I just want to show you all the thing because it's so fun. For me, not for them. But nobody cares about them. It's important to remember that every person you play against on Magic the Gathering Arena Online has kicked a puppy in the past. I'm the only one who hasn't. That's why you need to cheer for me. Alright, turn one thought sneeze. Yeah, let's go for it. Show me that hand, nerd. And I'll get rid of the Nurturing Pixie so they can't just bounce stuff a whole bunch. Oh, yeah, you can take my graveyard. I don't care. I don't need it. I'll pay 2. That way I can use both of these if need be. Might as well use the Scry, that way I'm not wasting cards. Yeah, we'll go for that, so I've got the land, so I can play Water Crystal after that. Yep, so I'm doing blue-black, which... Oh, come on! Come on! What a bunch of babies. Let me finish you! Yeah, so, in Magic the Gathering, there is a plane called Ravnica. And Ravnica is famous for having 10 guilds, which are comprised of every 2-color mana combination. That name has kind of been lended to every time that those colors are put together to identify them. Blue and black is known as Dimir. Dimir are a bunch of sneaky little spy fucks that nobody believes exist and go around and collect information and sometimes murder people. I shouldn't have kept this hand. I clicked it before I even thought about what I was doing. This is going to be real interesting. I am way too distractible. Give me that opt. Counter it. Do it. Yeah. We got a tempo player on our hands. That's okay. Okay. I want you to look at the bullshit that just happened. Look at this bullshit. Look at the top 4 cards, and I can put any non-land into my hand. You know what? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I didn't want it anyway. I didn't want it. I don't need it. I'm going to kill him after 20 turns attacking with a 1/1. Goodbye. Counter that. You've absolutely got to be fucking me. Fucking... Oh my god, they're legendary artifacts that cost 4, and I keep drawing them. What in the 9 hells? Alright, what do you got? Obviously, they've got whatever the Mizzix Mastery or whatever it is that lets them turn one card into one other card, which is going to let them go off forever. Oh, yeah, you can blow that up. That actually helps me. Because now I can a Treasure Cruise. Treasure Cruise is a card draw spell that lets you draw 3. They probably have a counter, but that's okay. I don't care. I got no other meaningful plays right now. And every counter they use is a counter they don't have in the future. There we go. Murder a dude. Okay, the Water Crystal. Blue spells you cast cost 1 generic mana less. If an opponent would mill 1 or more cards, they mill that many plus 4 instead. And if I have enough mana, I can actually tap it and make them mill equal to the number of cards in my hand. I don't have enough mana for that yet, but that's fine. And we'll just hold off. And we'll do it now. Alright, they're going to look at the top 4 cards of their library. And they're going to put 1 in their hand and the rest on the bottom of their library. So they're filling up, they're drawing cards, they're making mana. Let's see what we got. Alright, we want to put that in there to fuel our Treasure Cruise. We've got Blink of an Eye, that's not bad. If they play something meaningful, we can bounce it back to their hand. And they probably think that we have a counter spell right now, given the amount of mana that we have open and the fact that we did nothing. Yep, Indomitable Creativity. Alright, what do you got? What do you got, bucko? Come on. Come on. Alright, they kind of screwed themselves. They got nothing out of that. I'm fine with that. That's good for me. Okay. Alright. Here we go. You think we got it? I think we got it. Draw 3 cards. Every time that we draw a card, they mill 2, which is actually 6 because of Water Crystal. Every time that they mill 2 cards that have the same color, they repeat the process. I am going to mill their entire deck now. Oh, nice! They've got World Spine Worm. So they got one more turn. And they choose to go out on their own turn. For how poorly we started, that ended up going very well. All right. That's what I wanted to show you. The Infinite Mill engine. It's beautiful. I love it. Only bastards do this. Now... oh my god, you essentially just did the equivalent of blowing through every item in the game and breakfasting in the Binding of Isaac. I don't know Binding of Isaac, so I will have to take your word on that. My best performing deck is also it's Rogue's Mill deck. Oh, I figured you would be Rogue's Ninjas, honestly. That feels very, very you. I would like to introduce you all to some pet decks that I've been working on now. I'm not playing in ranked because these are dumb. Let's play Simulacrum Shooter. Hopefully I don't die instantly because I really want to show you the cool thing that I can do. But Yuriko has Menace and I hate her, LMAO. Basically, if you run through every item in the game, every item just becomes breakfast. A single health up item. Interesting. Okay. So I'm playing Azorius with just a splash. Oh, gross. Gross, gross, gross. I need to find my Star Cage, and I need to find it immediately. This is obviously the dumb Ouroboros deck. Azure Beastbinder. Azure Beastbinder is going to turn off any things that I play, so I might as well not play things. And now it's harder for me to interact with stuff. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I just got one card that I need. One card, and if I can find it, we'll be good. Okay, might as well do this. Toss that. Play that. Gain some life back. Okay, okay, we're in business now, folks. We can do this. Are you ready? Repurposing Bay. Pay 2, tap, sacrifice another artifact. I can look for an artifact with mana value equal to 1 plus the mana value of what I sacrifice. So I can get something that costs 3. And what I'm going to do... Coward! Absolute coward! Face me in manly combat! Kids today. No respect. I mean, I guess, yeah, because all of their things were level 2. Were mana value 2. I was about to play this card. Pinnacle Star Cage. When it enters, exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 2 or less. It gets around their hexproof and ward, so they can't, like, keep me from doing it once I play this, essentially. Alright, I'll play Mistrise Village first, just because I don't have a meaningful turn 1 play. I'll play Starting Town, so that I actually get value out of it. I've got a Perilous Snare. I think that they are in the same group as me. So we'll throw that there. And I guess I'll pass turn. Alright, what do you got? You gonna blow up my Mistrise? Oh, please do. Please do. Because now, I can use that mana, get an island, they obviously have a counter spell. That's the whole reason that they did that, is they want to counter what I'm about to do. Now the thing is, I've got ways around that. So I gotta make them answer stuff. So I'm gonna make this into a Blade Wheel Chariot. I can tap 2 other artifacts and make it into a creature that can attack them. That doesn't help you, bud. And they're going to counter this, and that's fine. They're going for Ultima, probably. Ultima is a board wipe that gets rid of creatures and artifacts. Make them go for it. Okay. And I will tap these 2 artifacts to turn this into a creature. They probably have a removal spell for creatures. That's fine. Not going to do it. Okay, interesting. I don't want to overextend, so I'm actually going to hold back. That's fine. Go for it, kid. Yes, they've left themselves open. Hopefully I can get something good. United Starfront... Sorry, United Battlefront. So I'm going to look at the top 7 cards. Hell yes. Let's fucking go. So every time I play an artifact now, I'm going to create a munition. A munition, when it leaves the battlefield, deals 2 damage to any target. Ultima will not wipe weapons manufacturing, so I will have consistent item creation. I can play this and try and get card draw. Okay, okay, alright. Let's do it. And I'm gonna craft it with one of these, which will destroy it, making it deal 2 damage to the player. And makes 2 more. Nice. Now I gotta wonder if they have... Okay. So Ultima gets around that by blowing all of them up and then ending the turn. Which is okay. That's fine. Okay, Soul Guide, that's fine. You can do that. And we'll play that, try and get some more... Coax out a counter out of them, hopefully. Yes, please. I want you to waste that. That is what I crave. We'll tap 2 of the munitions to make the Blade Wheel Chariot big. We'll go for the swing. They'll draw a card, hoping for an answer. Okay. I think we should try for it. Okay, okay. And we'll do it again. And we will make sure... Yes! Got it! Got it! So, to walk through the line there. I had 2 of these already on the battlefield, which would have dealt them 4 damage. But Pinnacle Starcage coming down would also trigger weapons manufacturing, making 2 more of them. I was going to sequence the triggers so that it made the munitions first and then immediately ate them with Pinnacle Starcage, dealing a total of 8 damage to the person who had tapped out and could not respond. Oh, this is why I love this deck so much. You haven't even seen the thing that, like, is another big threat in it, which is Simulacrum Synthesizer. But I kind of want to show you that one in another deck. Because I stumbled ass first into Simulacrum Shooter while I was working on a deck called Simulute Swarm. Yeah, no worries, Ryusei. Hey, by the way, if you are not familiar with Ryusei of the Shining Heart, you should go follow him. He is a wizard and dragoning is what he does, or something like that. Alright, this one's rough, but if we can draw 1 more land, I think we'll be good. Never didn't have it. Never punished. Not even once. Okay, what do we got? Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. You know what? Let's just do it now. Get that down. Use the Perilous Snare to grab. This is clearly a superior Spider-Man deck, and it's going to be awful. We're going to eat this man's lunch. Put him in a cage. Put him in gay baby jail. Fucking Gran. Of course. You better take that Pinnacle Star Cage. There is a right answer, I'm telling you. Okay, we don't need more land. Yeah, the Chocobo sound, yeah, they added a bunch of really fun sounds for the Final Fantasy. Kefka's laugh is my favorite, personally. Alright, speak of the devil, there's Bob. Okay. I am going to make a suboptimal play here. You should not do this, but I want to do the funny thing. Yes. Yes, I will do this. I'm going to put Moonlit Meditation on Simulacrum Synthesizer. Of course they got a counter spell. Okay, they're tapping out. That's good for me. Alright, we're going to play this land. And then we're going to use 3 steps ahead to make a copy. And they give up. Which is a shame. Because what I was going to do was I was going to have 3 steps ahead make a copy of one of these. Doesn't matter what. It would make more Simulacrum Synthesizers. Ah, well. I need some water. Okay. All right, welcome back from the Totino's Pizza Roll dimension, from the Jeff Bezos pocket lining recursion engine. I hope that you weren't too egregiously advertised to. What do we got? We got Aang, Swift Savior, Seismic Sense. We got Wolfbat. We got Cat Owl. We got a Borcupine. Oh, nice. They've got the sleeves for each one of the guilds. Okay. So, what I was talking about before. These are the 10 guilds of Ravnica. There is Azorius, white, blue. They're cops. They're... the Azorius Senate are the rule makers. I mean, I guess they're like both cops and politicians, which makes them double bad. There's the Boros Legion, which are just kind of like the cops and the military rolled together. They are red white. There's the Demir Syndicate, who are sneaky spy types, blue black. There is the Golgari Swarm, and the Golgari Swarm are very much like both the underclass and also kind of essential because they run rot farms that produce like food and nutrients and stuff like that for the city. There's the Gruul Horde, I think. I don't remember what every one of them's little like moniker is. The Gruul clans, that's what it is. They are red-green, and they're like the outlier. They live on the fringes of Ravnican society, and kind of their whole thing is they want to tear it down. There is Izzet, which is a bunch of science nerds that are red and blue. They are just unchecked curiosity. Orzhov is my favorite. They are black and white. They are a church that worships money. And they lend people money in the hopes that they will not be able to pay it so that they can impress their spirits into eternal servitude afterward. They're horrible people, but I love them. Rakdos Cabal is kind of a, like, what if the Hellraiser Cenobites were theater kids? The Selesnya Conclave is white-green and is all about, like, maintaining pretty nature in Ravnica. And then Simic is blue-green, and they are a bunch of weird gene editing freaks that make, like, shark to crabs and stuff like that. Okay. Let's see if I can get this without having them scoop before I do the cool thing. Because there's a really cool thing that you can do with this deck, and it makes me so happy. But it gets harder and harder with, again, how they've kind of power crept things to where you don't win turn 2, you lose. Ooh. I should not keep this. This is a bad hand. I only have the ability to produce white mana. But I'm going to keep it. I'm going to trust in the heart of the cards that I get a plane or an island. Never punished. Not even once. Yeah, gross. Gross, gross, gross. Okay, well, there's no reason to play Spring-Loaded Trap now because it would pump their stuff so much. So let's opt for that. And then we're going to get them with the Pinnacle Starcage. And it's going to be nice. Boy, howdy. Pinnacle Starcage, go! I choose you. Of course you had the Tishanas. You better have another one. Nah, it doesn't matter. They still got me. I don't have enough. Yeah, and they had the Flood Pits Drowner anyway. They had the absolute perfect hand. I wish I had their luck. That'd be rad. Alright, fine match. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Alright, let's do it. We'll go Adagia first, since it enters tapped and I don't have a turn 1 play anyway. Then we'll go Plains, so they don't know that we're on blue, necessarily. Then we'll play Flood Farm Verge, get down the Simulacrum Synthesizer. If our opponent does anything, they got birds. They got birds. If they play a bird deck, I'm honestly going to be very impressed that they went with such consistent theming. I don't think that they will, but if they do. It's this deck. Of course it's this deck. So this is a deck all around landfall. It's all about playing this, having multiple lands enter and stuff like that. And they're going to keep 1 green mana open so they can play a card which gives this thing hexproof and puts a counter on it. Oh, they're not. Okay. You fool. You rube. You've activated my trap card. Bonk. Alright, I know I said I was going to play the thing. But at this point, I just feel like it's safer to get rid of some of this. I don't think that they can kill us next turn if we don't block. If they do, good on them. They earned it. Oh, I'm dumb. I should have put that and then used United Battlefront. Alright, that doubles it, so now it's 4. Alright, we'll go with that. What a whiff. Holy shit. Man, not doing well. I think they got me. They're gonna go off big this turn, I bet. I got too greedy. Huh, maybe not. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna play Simulacrum Synthesizer. It's gonna make a token, but the first token that I create becomes a copy of what's enchanted with Moonlit Meditation, which is another Simulacrum Synthesizer, which will trigger it. So I essentially make a card similar to a card called Scoot Swarm, which was every time you played a land, you would make another Scoot Swarm. And it became this huge snowballing effect. They're going to expect me to do something here. I am going to get around directly targeting their thing by using Pinnacle Star Cage. And now I have a bunch of new guys, so I can station them on Adagia and trigger it too. So now, every turn, I have the ability to make 8 mana for the cost of 1. For the cost of 2, really, because I tapped this. So 8 mana for 2. And can make another copy of anything that I want. It's very good. It's very fun. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Oakenforge? What are you doing? Don't you have work or something like that? What kind of loser doesn't work right now? Like I technically should be doing, but I'm taking a break. And it's a very long break because I don't have meetings until... Yay for work canceling. Let's cancel all work. I am probably gonna wrap at noon. So let's play a little bit more. I really want to show you the fun thing with this. Because there's a really fun interaction between Pinnacle Star Cage and Moonlit Meditation that is the most fun if you can do it. And I don't want to give it away, but if you think about it, it should be pretty obvious. Because Moonlit Meditation says the first time that you would make tokens, those tokens become a copy of the enchanted thing, which I always make Simulacrum Synthesizer. Ooh, this is rough. I don't have any blue. I think I gotta... Okay, and then I ship back Fire Crystal because I never want that in hand. I always want to get that with my repurposing bay. God damn it, another one of these. What is wrong with you people? You're sick. But yeah, and then Pinnacle Star Cage, for every single thing covered by it, when you pay, I think 6, you pop it, and you make a 2/2 robot creature token. Now, if you have board wiped, let's say 5 creatures and artifacts off of the board, and you pop it, and you have Moonlit Meditations on Simulacrum Synthesizer, what do you think happens next? I'll let you mull over that. Fucking badger mole cub. Can we just kill it? Please. I beg of you. It needs to be banned already. Whoever designed this card, whoever designed earthbending as a mechanic in general, should be drug out into the street and hit with a tire iron. The tire iron should be made of foam, though. Cool. Both of those are garbage. Next. And they've got Ouroborroid next, I can only assume. Oh, Paul Patch Recruit. Interesting. Oh, they think that I'm going to try and, like, hit them with something. Interesting. No. I just got to stall long enough to hopefully find what I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nah, they got me. I'm fucked. That's why Badger Mole Cub just sucks. It's just the worst. Because you can't deal with the lands. Because it's pointless. They don't get removed. They get returned upon either destruction or exile. I can understand the destruction part. The destruction part would make sense to me, but not being able to exile them is frankly absolute dog shit. And whoever decided that that was a good idea should not make Magic cards. We got a draw on our hands? You gonna load in? Okay. Not a great hand, but I get to Surveil 1, which lets me hopefully curate a little bit, and I get a card draw. There we go. Never didn't have it. Not even once. We'll get that United Battlefront too. Now, they're Dimir, which means that they probably have counter spells out the butt. Okay, that works, They're tapping out, which means that I can play Simulacrum Synthesizer next. Yeah, Dimir and Mindful. Yep. if blue-black is Dimir and Mindful, which color combination is submissive and breedable? Asking for a friend. You gonna come at me with the Restless Reef? No, you don't have the mana for it yet. Okay. I think I'm gonna hold off and see if they come at me with the Reef. Gruul is breedable. You know, they do have kind of like the primal savage side sort of thing. Okay, they got Demolition Field, which is going to undo my Ulthros, so no point in even investing anything in that, unfortunately. We'll just kill it so that we can draw a card, hopefully find some answers to some stuff. If I had to guess, I'd say they're Dimir Mill. Alright, make them burn something on a repurposing bay. Yeah, no, you got it. Alright, they're going to use the Omen side of this, which shuffles that back into their deck. got? All right. Come on. Come on. Give me the bits. Counter it. Counter it. I defy you. Okay, that's fine. What do we got? Come on. Problem is, we're not really hitting anything meaningful. I haven't hit any of my counter spells to go against them. I haven't hit, excuse me, the land that makes it to where my spells can't be countered. So it's kind of a bummer. Plus, they already have the demolition field, so it makes it to where I need them to pop this before they even think about playing anything else. And they got 2, so it doesn't matter. Fucking, of course they do. Alright, come on. Come on. One, 2, 3, 4. Are they gonna do the dragon? Draw 3, discard a card. Yeah. Man, they got a lot of demo fields. And they're probably thinning their deck enough to where they're just looping back into Meringue River Regents every time that they do it. Yeah, kind of a bummer. I think we're just kind of hosed, unfortunately. And it's just like waiting to find out how hosed you are more than anything. Yeah, let's do it. Make them use some resources. Yep, okay. You got it. Ugh. What a long, dumb, drawn-out game. Sometimes it do be like that. You're right. Alright. What are you discarding, bud? They're down to 28 cards. Consult the star charts. AKA, take whatever card you want, please. It's essentially a tutor at this point. We just really don't have anything. We're not hitting any of our good cards, and it's absolutely backbreaking. Meanwhile, they have a fairly consistent engine for drawing what they need at any given time. Are you gonna do the reef? Are you gonna do the reef? Come on, do the reef. Kill me with the reef. Don't be a coward.
Warrior Queen Necromancer has a nice ring to it.
make his name.
Death is such an effective tool.
And it doesn't even matter trying to take that out here, I don't think. They obviously have the counter. Oh, wow. Oh, because they have the thing that's going to bounce it. Well, I might as well get in. I think my best bet is to honestly make them spin the demo field to spread their resources too far. If you don't have it, you gotta make them have it, I guess, you know? And then, obviously, I feel like they're going to play... Or do they have another Liliana in hand? They probably do. Oh. I don't give a shit about that. Go nuts. This is absolutely backbreaking. Like, I mean, just drawing nothing but lands. Holy crap. I assume they're going to go for United Battlefront. Or maybe Simulacrum Synthesizer. Yep. So now the only thing that I can hope to do is to get the Moonlit Meditations and win that way to really overpower them. And they got Fountain for it. Yeah. Alright, we're done. Nope, I did not have fun. Not in the slightest. Shuffler wins once again. Alright. we'll give it one more game, and then I'm probably going to call it. Ooh, getting more like, again. Ugin really is kind of just like the worst. Like, he really has one job, which is stop Nicol Bolas from ruining things. And he's very bad at it. Okay. Meticulous. Go for a land. Got a land. That's good. Play Flood Farm. Get the Cryo Relic out. Ah, God. Never mind. We're going for spring-loaded saw blades. And then there's this asshole. I long for the day when red is no longer absolutely busted. Because I know that they have the fling as well, so there's no reason in even doing this. Oh, they don't have the fling. Interesting. How bold. How provocative. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Now, do they still have creatures? That's what's gonna bone me. Of course they have another Slick Show. Good game. I bet they drew that. I bet 100% that was a top deck. I should have waited. I should have waited and killed the thing. Whenever I see red, I gotta remind myself to save my instant speed interaction. Because my gut is kill this thing immediately. And it's not the right play, ever. Okay. Hurt myself, draw a card, hopefully get into land. Hell yeah, never punished. How about... Oh, dang it, I don't have another blue source. Shit! This deal is getting worse all the time. There we go. Oh, wait, no. It's not. It looks blue. It's not blue, though. It won't be blue until I play the plains later. that's a 2. If I can just bait them. They obviously have the dumb cat. Yep, of course they do. Why wouldn't they have it? Let's get some cards that we want in here, huh? How about that? How about now? How about now, Benson? Yoink. Let me guess, you got another one. Ah, Preacher of the Schism, eh? Okay, do I have enough? I think I do. Okay, not what I wanted, but I'll take it. Repurposing bay. Cryogen relic. Okay, okay. That was actually real good. We got the spring-loaded traps that we can throw at the Preacher of the Schism now. You got a counterspell? Go nuts, kid. Yeah, that's fine. Because that means you don't have that in the future. And of course they have another Enduring Curiosity. Why would they not have another Enduring Curiosity? It would be foolish to think otherwise. You would be a fool. A damn hell-ass fool. Alright. Obviously they have a kill spell. That's fine. Tap down the cat. And that's the thing that sucks about Enduring Curiosity is that it should be once per turn, but it's every time they hit, they get to draw a card, which is frankly ridiculous. Alright, alright. We got some bodies now. I think we keep this. And we go for a sneaky play. Yeah! I got your cat. How about now? Hmm? Okay. Still got 3. And I can tap down 2. So what do you have? Okay, okay. I tapped out on that, so I can tap Creature of the Schism down. I can tap Flood Pit's Drowner down. They got 1 left. No point in you attacking. You will die. So what do you got? Yeah, you can take that one. Tapped out. That's fine by me. That's all good. You know, while we're at it, let's get some manana while we're at it. Okay. We can tap that, which will put us above our threshold for that. Now we get 10 mana, which is good. And what we're going to try to do is we're gonna tap that to get the fire crystal, give all of our stuff haste. We're gonna give them the good game. And we're gonna crush them. Oh, that was good. That was real good. What I really, really wanted, and I hinted at this. Pinnacle Starcage. With all of these guys under here, if I had Moonlit Meditations on Simulacrum Synthesizer and I pop this, I get 3 Simulacrum Synthesizers that will see each other enter at the same time. So, I get a mana value 3 or greater artifact that enters, which is each one of these Simulacrum Synthesizer copies. So they enter. So each one of the 3 will see 2 others enter. So that's 2 of these constructs per one entering. So that's 6 constructs entering. Each one of these constructs is XX, where X is the number of artifacts you control. So in this instance, let's say that I had done that from here, where we are right now. If I had managed to pop this, I would have got each one of those, so that's plus 3, plus 6 constructs. So that would have been 1, 2, like 6 plus 3. Yeah, each one of these would have been like 25 25s swinging with haste. I have hit somebody for 356 damage in one turn with these things by having 5 things under here and popping it. It was beautiful. It's like, you know the green light in The Great Gatsby? That's what it is. The green light in The Great Gatsby, it's not the American dream. It's not, uh, idealism or hope or anything like that. It's the ability to make 12 25 25s swinging at somebody at the same time. All right, but with that, my break really should be over and I should be getting back to work. But I appreciate everybody hanging out, having a good time, chilling. Let's pop over and let's see who we should raid. Who do we got? Oh, there's a whole bunch of goobers over in... Who is it? Whose channel is it? It was great to see you again. I hope we get more streams. Oh, well, thank you so much, Mama Lux. That was really, really sweet. I appreciate it. And I hope that I get to see you more, too. Okay. Let's... I don't think I've ever gotten a chance to do this. Let's raid into Hesper. How about that? Awesome. And what should our raid message be? What should our raid message be? I'm curious. Trying to think of some good something good. Never didn't have it? Or Swarm of Simulacrum Inbound? I don't know. I'm bad at this. We'll just go with Never Didn't Have It. Gotta find some good ones for it. I don't have any emotes, so we're gonna go with some boring basic ones. So yeah, that's the raid message, and we'll hop over to Hesper. And thanks so much for coming, everybody. I really appreciate it. You all have a good one. Bye-bye.